Hello. So today I'm going to tell you about a recent trip that I took with some friends. A trip I led out to Colorado to climb Long's Peak. If you don't know, Long's Peak is a mountain based in Rocky Mountain National Park outside of Denver, Colorado. It's just over 14,000 feet, one of Colorado's 53 14,000 footers. It's a challenging hike and a challenging climb, but certainly one can do with a fair amount of training. My friends and I definitely did train for a couple months leading up to the trip. Good mix of hikes, high intensity training, a lot of cardio, a fair amount of weights to get ourselves in the right kind of shape to actually attempt such a strenuous hike. The hike itself, from the place that we did it, is a 14-mile round trip with just over 5,000 feet of elevation gain over the course. So it's pretty strenuous. The other added difficulty of such a trip is that air tends to thin out and it becomes more difficult to acclimate and to not suffer any kind of high altitude sickness. Generally that begins over 8,000 feet, so it was a real challenge to get everyone in shape and try to mitigate the effects. Hydration played a key role. Ultimately, two in our party weren't able to make it all the way to the top because they just weren't feeling well. So the rest of us ventured on, and we actually were able to summit. It was a very long, very trying day, and we got up at about 3 in the morning so we could be on trail by 4. Since it was summertime, we had to make sure that we were down the mountain early enough that there wouldn't be any risk of getting caught in afternoon thunderstorms, which can be very dangerous and are actually one of the leading causes of death and injury in that mountain range, especially in the summer. But it was a very successful trip all in all. I think we all walked away from it feeling very, very proud and accomplished of what we had done and all the thought and effort that went into it. And everybody managed to get back down the mountain safely, which is ultimately the most important part of it. So it was a very good trip. I would highly recommend, if it's something that interests you, you do some research and consider doing a little bit of mountain hiking or mountain climbing, because it's a very rewarding pastime, and it's great fitness, and you'll see some amazing places along the way. So thank you and enjoy.